What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Community, on behalf of Operation Rock, in my it seems like eternal quest to fight for my name and freedom, I'm back with a personal broadcast today. I'll be honest, and it's really an update into those who have been helping me and following me with this sick situation regarding my psycho ex-girlfriend Francyna Evins, who keeps lying through her teeth on me. So, people, I had to hold some information. I had to wait because the truth is I'm involved in a custody battle with my child's mother, so I could not put all my cards on the table until after something was done. But praise God, people, it has finally been done. It looks like I'm going to be getting my daughter back, not immediately, but the process is in effect, and I'm going to be getting her back. So today, in honor of my late mother, who was also horribly lied on by Francyna Evins and Victor Brown, in honor of my great mother, whose name was tarnished by Francyna, who lied and told everyone in the community that my mother had an order of protection against me and she was afraid of me. People, this girl is a sick, pathological liar. And Pastor Victor Brown, the infinite piece of shit he is, he actually helped this girl lie through her teeth on me. He helped her lie in saying that I was trying to have her falsely arrested, that people that I filed false charges against, choose charges against her, and people, that was a complete lie. So, in the interest of justice, as my attorney friends say, I would like to show the truth today. And the truth is that I never called the cops on Francyna Evins, and I'm going to play that. My child's mother wanted to call the cops on Francyna, but people, I didn't do that. Because the truth is, I didn't really think it was fair to call the cops on this woman with everything happening. It had happened months ago. I just wanted my life. I wanted my life back together, people. That's the God's honest truth. I really did. But when you got someone who hates you to the extent where they're willing to truly, I would say, put themselves on the line, people, they don't give a fuck. So without further ado, people, I'd like you to listen and I'd like you to hear the truth behind all of this. And this is for Staten Island. This is why this is not even going anywhere but my personal Facebook page. Because this is for all the racists and haters on Staten Island who back this pathological liar, people. See, Francyna Evins was never reported for child abuse. She was reported only to I believe it's DIFUS. I never went to law enforcement. I never dealt with law enforcement. I never tried to put a detective on this girl. This girl is lying through her teeth to gain sympathy with a bunch of just disgustingly cornball people on Staten Island. People, the truth is that they hating on me because the men who's hating on me is mad that I hit it. The other people who's hating on me is they just hate her. Whatever, people. You can't hate on a man because he did something you didn't do. Young people don't even know if she was worth it. And the truth of the matter is she's not. She's a disgusting person. But people, I'm on a mission because this girl lied on my dead mother. Her scumbag pastor lied on my dead mother. So people, we can't have that. So without further ado, I would like to play the truth behind the child abuse charges of Francyna Evins.
Yo, hold on 1 second. She filed a violation against me, an active violation, saying I gave you her number to call her for hitting Dior. I forgot about that shit, yo.
First of all, you didn't even want to give me her name.
I didn't give. Oh my God, yo.
Now, for anyone who's listening, the audio you're hearing is the mother of my child. And this is a conversation she and I had where we're discussing Francyna Evins. Miss Evins has filed charges on me lying, telling law enforcement that I gave my child's mother her name to call and harass her and fight her. The voice you just heard is the mother of my child admitting that I would not give her Francyna Evins' name because I wasn't trying to have the cops called on this girl and further complicate my situation. But again, people, racism and bigotry and the haters on Staten Island are so vast that everyone wanted to hate on me because this girl is a fucking liar. So let's keep going, people, because my mission is to burn down every bastard who helped this girl lie on me and my mother. I'm not going to stop, people. They wanted to make an enemy out of Clayton Howard. Congratulations, bitches. You did it, and I'm not going to disappoint you. I am not going to stop until I expose the corruption around Francyna Evins, the lies of the unethical lying pastor Victor Brown and that racist Michael McMahon. See, people, these men in conjunction with Francyna Evins knew that I never had her arrested, but they falsified information to a community. They allowed police to falsify information to arrest me because the truth is they needed to arrest Francyna's nigger ex-boyfriend. They couldn't arrest the black girl. They wanted to arrest the black man. They fucked up arresting this black man. Let's go.
Did you text her asking her did she hit your daughter or something? Because she took those to court.
I asked her. I'm like,
yo, I forgot to tell you that shit. Like, yo, she filed a violation. Yo, hold on 1 second. She filed a violation against me, an active violation, saying I gave you her number to call her for hitting Dior. I forgot about that shit, yo.
First of all, you didn't even want to give me her name.
I didn't give. Oh my God, yo.
So people, that's one. As the story goes, Miss Evans has been telling everybody that I was giving my child's mother her name to harass her. You just heard the mother of my child admit that I never gave Francyna Evins some information. Let's keep going though, people, because honestly, I'm tired of this shit. And I would love for this girl to be exposed for the lying piece of shit she is. The truth of the matter is, people, that this girl has to stop. And that she'll never stop. She'll never stop if someone doesn't. She will never stop if someone doesn't take a more active role in trying to stop her, people. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stop Francyna Evins, the pathological liar who keeps stalking me and lying on me. And people, until I can find a way to stop her, this is what I got to do. But it's peaceful. It doesn't hurt anybody. It may embarrass her a little bit, but if she cared about being embarrassed, people, she would stop. The fact of the matter is she doesn't give a damn about being embarrassed, people. If she really did, this girl would stop. Let's go.
Yo, I walk into court. The fat girl Melissa's there. She go into the prosecutor's office, tell the prosecutor that she's been witnessing me abuse Francyna for 6 months. Yo, the first time I ever spoke to that bitch was 3 weeks ago when she contacted me on Instagram and asked me 57 times to drop the charges against Francyna. And when I said no, she came to court the next month and started lying, saying I beat.
So, people, what we're discussing now is the pig who is Melissa Thomas, because Melissa Thomas was reaching out to the mother of my child too. See, people, this has been a grand conspiracy by Francyna and the piece of shit people she knows, like that pig Melissa Thomas, her faggot brothers, and her punk ass mother. All they've been doing is trying to manipulate behind the scenes to lie through their teeth on me. This girl is garbage. And people, just because she's pretty doesn't mean she can't be garbage, people. They got good-looking garbage all the time, people. How many times does somebody go to the car lot and buy a good-looking used car that turns out to be a piece of shit? People, that's all Francyna Evins is. She's a good-looking used car that internally is a piece of shit. Let's keep going.
Francyna. And then they start working on you. This shit makes so much sense now why her and this fat girl been working so hard, because they've been working you. Yeah. They've been going every time I go to court.
Now, people, you hear that? This makes sense now why her and this fat girl kept coming to court, because they've been working you. And you can hear my child's mother say, yup. Let's keep going.
The prosecutor's talking about how my daughter's mother is working with Francyna. And I'm like, can somebody, and literally I say in court, can somebody show me that, please? Because as far as I know, there's an order of protection on me because I didn't tell the mother Francyna assaulted our child. So if the mother...
Motions.
Huh?
She was helping me write motions.
Now, people, what my mother just said is that Francyna was helping her write motions to keep my child away from me. Let's go back, people.
Which was 3 weeks ago when she contacted me on Instagram and asked me 57 times to drop the charges against Francyna.
Melissa Thomas.
And when I said no, she came to court the next month and started lying, saying I beat Francyna. And then they started working on you. This shit makes so much sense now why her and this fat girl been working so hard, because they've been working you. Yeah. They've been going every time I go to court. The prosecutor's talking about how my daughter's mother is working with Francyna, and I'm like, can somebody? And literally, I say in court, can somebody show me that, please? Because as far as I know, there's an order of protection on me because I didn't tell the mother Francyna assaulted our child. So if the mother
motions.
Huh?
She was helping me write motions. The motions.
So, oh yeah, my lawyer said that too. My lawyer said that.
So, people, for everyone who thinks that Francyna Evins has not been actively trying to keep my child away, that's my child's mother admitting that Francyna contacted her in violation of an order of protection and was helping her file motions to keep my child away from me. See, people, this is the truth. This is what Pastor Scumbag Shitbag Victor Brown, his cult-like church, and that racist piece of shit district attorney's office don't want people to know. The truth. That Francyna Evins was working to keep my child away from me, people, that she was stalking and harassing the shit out of me. Let's go back to the mother of my child, people. I like to expose people. Let's go.
Yo, I walk into court. The fat girl Melissa's there. She go into the prosecutor's office, tell the prosecutor that she's been witnessing me abuse Francyna for 6 months. Yo, the first time I ever spoke to that bitch was 3 weeks ago when she contacted me on Instagram and asked me 57 times to drop the charges against Francyna.
That's Melissa Thomas.
And when I said no, she came to court the next month and started lying, saying I beat Francyna.
True story.
And then they started working on you. This shit makes so much sense now. Why her and this fat girl been working so hard? Because they've been working you.
Yeah.
They've been going. Every time I go to court, the prosecutor's talking about how my daughter's mother is working with Francyna, and I'm like, can somebody? And literally, I say in court, can somebody show me that, please? Because as far as I know, there's an order of protection on me because I didn't tell the mother Francyna assaulted our child. So if the mother,
Motions.
huh?
She was helping me write motions. The motions.
So, yeah, my lawyer said that too. My lawyer said, did she help you write motions, and which ones did she help you write? Because she needs to know all of that to get Francyna ass locked up. Francyna's interfering with my child custody.
So people, you hear that? This girl was actually reaching out to my daughter's mother in violation of an order of protection, working to keep my fucking daughter away from me. But everybody thinks that I lied on Francyna. Everybody thinks that Francyna is being stalked in litigation abuse. You fucking people are a joke. Mount Sinai Church, you're a cult of bitches. Victor Brown, you're a piece of shit. This girl is a liar. And I don't care who doesn't like my language. People, this church, this scumbag Jerry Jones pastor put this crazy psycho girl on me who attacked my fucking daughter, tried to basically destroy my mother's reputation. People, this girl did everything she could to destroy me. And she was helped by that fat, bald-head, fake-ass Mr. Potato, Victor Brown. People, I'm not going to stop until I expose that guy for what he did to me, people. Let's go. So let's go to the next portion of this tape, people, because we don't got all day. I don't really got all day. I got to go to the gym. Let's get to the good part. Let's get to the meat and gravy of the meat and gravy, people. We're going to go about an hour ahead. This is a really long conversation. When people are talking, you don't really notice it until, it's over. All right, so that looks like 12. We got to start. Maybe we'll start about there. Oh, perfect.
I like that little Facebook page you made too.
What we're going to discuss right now, people, is the cyber harassment my own daughter's mother did to me. See, people, I was a good father. I had paid thousands of dollars the first year of my child's life in child support. But my lying, jealous, deceitful ass daughter's mother, mad because I knew dirt on her and what was going on with Francyna Evins, started lying, calling me a deadbeat dad. Now, mind you, people, the first year my daughter was alive, I gave this woman 20 grand. I had a 1-year-old baby that literally didn't live with me. But people, I'm literally spacing money out to my daughter's mother to see my daughter's mother. I'm being extorted to see my child. Every time I picked my child up the first year of her life, I gave her mother $300 or $400. What type of shit is that, people? And this girl, Francyna, knows it. She knows it all, but she's lying, telling people I don't want to take care of my child. She's a fucking liar, people. She's the one who didn't want me to take care of my child. Her and her grandmother wanted me to leave my infant daughter, my innocent infant daughter in the fucking staircase because they were concerned that Francyna wouldn't be taken care of. But nobody believes Clayton. It doesn't matter, people, because as long as I can keep doing this and putting it on social media, I expose the liar who is Francyna Evins, her sick-ass grandmother, her pathetic lying Uncle Tom pastor, and that racist bastard district attorney on Staten Island. I exposed corruption by exposing what Francyna Evins did to me and how state prosecutors lied for this girl because the true objective is to punish black men and empower black women. There's no way Francyna Evins shouldn't be in jail for all the things she's done, people, but she's never been charged criminally with any violation to my order of protection. You know why? Because that racist piece of shit in New York, Michael McMahon, is protecting her. He reaches out to Brooklyn, tells Brooklyn that I'm lying on Francyna. People, I got evidence on all of this shit, and I'm going to fry them. Let's keep going, though.
Call me a deadbeat dad? I like that little Facebook page. I had that for you, too. I knew that was you. I had you.
I bet you did. It sure was. I ain't wasn't.
Now, you heard her. It sure was. So, see, people, she just admitted to lying on me on social media and cyber harassing me, creating fake posts calling me a deadbeat dad. This is what I've been going through for two and a half years. That piece of shit, and I'm sorry to say it because she's my child's mother, I had a lot more respect for her up until recently. She's stupid. She allowed a woman who assaulted her child to game her and to going after her father. Now, Francyna Evins has cost me about $100,000 I could have used towards my child. This dumbass chick would rather get revenge on her father's child because he knows the truth about her activity instead of trying to work for her child so her daughter's child could benefit his child. No, people, this dumb bitch helped a girl who she knew was obsessed with me and lying on me try to get revenge on me so I didn't expose her. Again, people, the greatest enemy to a black man, a good black man nowadays, is corrupt, lying-ass black women. like Francyna Evins, and unfortunately, like the woman I impregnated. Let's keep going.
I'm gonna tell the truth about everything. Shit.
That shit pissed, that page pissed me off. I seen that shit. I said, mother.
Everything you did pissed me the fuck off. Like,
see, everything I did pissed her off, people. The only thing I did is I wouldn't tell her about Francyna Evins, and I never told her about the assault. And she's about to admit that right now. People pay very close attention. What my child's mother is about to admit to right now is that I never reported Francyna Evins. I never wanted to give her her name, and she admits that she filed false charges on me because she was mad I wouldn't give her Francyna Evans' name. And I would like everyone to hear that before I get off, because this is Francyna Evans' power, lying like this. So anyone who wants to know the truth, listen.
the fuck? You ain't trying to speak to me, no communication, no nothing?
I'm not trying to speak to her. No communication, no nothing.
And I got your child? That's crazy.
Who wasn't trying to speak to you? What are you talking about? That's not true. Yo, you filed that. Dominique.
This is important, people. Listen, this part is very important. This is where she admits to why she filed an order of protection on me. Let's go.
Being truthful. You filed that order of protection on me because you was mad Francyna didn't get in trouble for hitting Dior, and I would not give you her last name. That's exactly why you did it.
Yep.
Now, people,
I had more than enough opportunity.
Hold on, let's go back. Because, see, people, I have been judged to be the biggest piece of shit around, and people, I never did this. So let's go back.
Call you a liar, though.
Of course you would.
She's going to call you a liar, yo. And she probably got text messages, too, so you better check your bases before you do it.
Nah.
Asked me, is there anything that you could have told her that I like that about me? So I said, there's nothing that she could have liked that about me. So I said, there's nothing.
You ain't trying to speak to me, no communication, no nothing? What? And I got your child? That's crazy.
Who wasn't trying to speak to you? What are you talking about? That's not
What?
true. Yo, you filed that. Dominique, we being truthful. You filed that order of protection on me because you was mad Francyna didn't get in trouble for hitting Dior, and I would not give you her last name. That's exactly why you did it.
Yep.
I had more than enough opportunity to think about it once I calmed down. I said, why would she have done this to you? I said, okay, it's because I wouldn't give her Francyna's number and her last name. Because I remember when you called me and said, give me her number and her last name. And I said, no. You said, what type of bitch ass is you? Because you protecting her. I said, no, I ain't.
After you told me that.
And this bitch mad.
So you heard her, people. She wanted to file charges. I said no. The reason I said no is because all of the domestic violence shit that Francyna was doing. And I knew that they would call me a liar because Francyna was accusing me of domestic violence. I knew it. This is why I didn't want to report her for the child abuse. But my child's mother did. And because I didn't is why I lost custody of my daughter. Like you just heard in that video, my child's mother lied on me to the cops. Got an order of protection, and then lied on me again so I would be arrested to keep me from my child. All because I would not give up Francyna Evans' phone number and last name to keep peace in my own fucking life. But let's keep going because this is what grimy pieces of shit do to you.
I didn't want to do it.
Trying to save her, and you was trying to save her, but it's all right.
She says I was favoring her, and I was trying to favor her. So because she felt I favored Francyna and didn't actually report her to the police, she lied on me, and that's why I lost custody of my daughter. Not because I chose a dog, people. No, because I didn't tell her about Francyna hitting our daughter, and then I didn't report it to the cops. And you just heard that from the mouth of my daughter's mother. People, my intention here is not to beat a dead horse. My intention is to clear my damn name from the lying scumbag girl who is protected by Victor Brown, wife cheating thief on Staten Island, a disgrace to black ministry. Victor Brown, a man who allowed a woman who lied through her teeth to get in front of a church that my mother preached 100 times and lie on my mother and me. Fuck no, people. Victor Brown, Mount Sinai Church, whoever's watching, I will not stop until I expose that lying piece of shit Francyna Evins, your pastor, and that racist bastard district attorney who falsely arrested me for that lying scumbag Francyna. See, people, I never did the things I was arrested for. I was innocent. But people, there's no word for an innocent black man on Staten Island without a hell of a fight. And unfortunately for these racist fuckheads, I'm ready for the fight, people. I've been jumped and bullied and all of that most of my life, people. I was a child. I went through that. I grew into a man. I did some bullying, people. Now I don't fuck with nobody unless you want a problem. And see, people, clearly the people who are messing with me want a problem. I didn't do anything, people. I just tried to stay away from a girl who I knew was crazy. People, because I tried to leave a woman who I knew was crazy, I've been lied on for over a year. Because I tried to leave a woman who I knew was crazy, my child's mother turned on me because I didn't want this crazy ass woman to keep coming around me because she was so simple-minded, she didn't understand what I was dealing with. She thought that I favored Francyna. The truth was I knew Francyna was fucking crazy. And if I was to file these charges 6 months later, she would call me a liar and say I was mad and I was only doing it because she broke up with me. Because see, many of you thirsty bastards on Staten Island think that's what it's all about because y'all never had beautiful women. See, Clayton has had, oh God, can't even count how many beautiful women I had in my life. You're probably about to hear some of my escapades in the media because I got into some shit. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. I'll let Netflix come out for you to see that one. People, this is bullshit. I don't have to chase no woman. I never have chased a woman. I've never had a problem keeping a woman, people. I had a problem with Francyna Evins. Why did I have a problem with Francyna Evins? Because of her mother and her crazy ass grandmother who were mad because they felt she was so in love with me she would leave home. So what they purposely did was sabotage the relationship, and that baby ass little girl let them. And because I was wise enough to realize what she was and leave her people, I've paid the price for 2.5 years. How the fuck is that justice? How can Staten Island claim that it's for victims after just having its victims' rights event this weekend and the true victim that they violated, falsely arrested, and lied on is not invited, people? The true victim that they falsely arrested, lied on, and prosecuted, people, they still haven't given a public apology. The real victim. But they got this dirty, musty ex of mine who lies through her teeth to the cops, attacks children, and has multiple cases against her. She's a victim. People, you really think that's about nothing other than racism? You really think Staten Island's district attorney's office isn't a racist piece of shit that's against black men? If you don't believe that, then you're blind or you're too stupid to look at the truth. One day I may be your brother. One day it may be your nephew, your father, your uncle, your cousin who is going through the bullshit I went through with racism and bigotry on Staten Island. People, I have never realized how bad my community was until this happened to me. My mom told me my whole life that Staten Island was fake and you had to be careful. But people, I see it now. I see the fake politicians like Camilla Hanks, Edwina Martin, all of these fake ass lying people who pretend like they're here for the rights of black men. Bullshit, people. They pick the victims they want. They falsify information and they falsify narratives against innocent people. And people, I can say this because it was 100% done to me. I was lied on by Staten Island District Attorney's Office. I was set up by detectives of the 120 squad for a woman that everyone knew was lying. Safe Horizon on Staten Island, they knew I was the victim, but what they did was hide it and propel my offender to victimhood and allow her to give a speech against me that was a complete lie. People, I fought my ass off for 8 months to clear my name, only for the scumbag Mr. Potato Head, who is Victor Brown, to put that girl back in front of his church and lie. Because the truth is, people, this is why Pastor Brown did that. Pastor Brown's reputation was on the line when my charges were dropped. Pastor Brown's reputation is on the line until Francyna Evins can effectuate the vengeance she wants against me because people, he publicly backed her. So until Pastor Brown can help Francyna convict me, people, he needs to keep attacking me. Until Staten Island's racist district attorney can find some way to stop me, people, he's going to keep supporting Francyna Evins because people, they stuck their necks out for this bitch. If anything happens where she gets arrested, it embarrasses them. People, she was on New York 1 accusing me of coercive control. People, she had just gotten convicted. It was a whole lie. People, they can't arrest this girl. That's the truth. That's why she hasn't been arrested, because Staten Island is embarrassed at what it did. So it would rather continue to violate the rights of an innocent black man than to arrest a lying-ass black woman, which makes them no different than any other place that falsely arrests, prosecutes, and maliciously pursues innocent black men, because that's what Staten Island did to me. People, we're going on 25 minutes, and I hope the recording is much longer, but we don't need to play all of that. We only need to play the certain parts that people need to hear, which is one, I never gave the mother of my child Francyna's number or name because I didn't want any more problems with Francyna Evins. 2, I never falsely reported her for child abuse. People, I would not give the mother of my child Francyna's name to do that. And because I didn't do that, the mother of my child, as you heard in that video, lied on me to the cops, got an order of protection from family court, and then lied on me again so I would get arrested because she was mad I didn't tell her about Francyna hitting the child and would not provide Francyna's information. And that's the truth. It wasn't because I was mad she didn't want to be up with me like she lies and tells people. No, people, that's not why. People, she wasn't lied on because I didn't want to be with her, people. That's a lie. And that's what all of you thirsty bastards out there who want to believe that this girl is so good because she happens to be a little pretty. People, again, I'm going to tell you something. And obviously a lot of you haven't had anything worthwhile in your life. Everything that glisten ain't gold. Just because you buy a new used car don't mean you're going to get in that car and that shit going to ride like a Maybach. No, people, that shit might have a bad engine. It might have rusty, it might have musty mechanisms, a bad transmission. People, that's all Francyna Evins is. She's a good-looking used car with a fucked up interior, people. She's rotten to the core. She lies through her teeth. She is completely uncredible, people. And this is why law enforcement won't charge her, because their mission is to use black women to arrest innocent black men. This is why they won't charge this girl with perjury, false swearing, records tampering, and all the other felony offenses she has committed. Because people, the second they charge her with perjury, she loses all credibility to have black men innocently arrested, people. Now she's publicly known as a liar. That goes against the agenda of racism when they use Uncle Tom black women like Francyna to arrest innocent men. No. White people want Francyna to be able to have a nigga arrested because, see, people, they have a type. Much like they can tell the black men who are going to go to jail, they know the women who are going to lie on black men, and that's what they know about Francyna. See, people, I'm one of probably 10 guys in the future. When Francyna Evins doesn't get her way, she's going to file a false police report on you, lie on you, and have you falsely arrested. Then she's going to use her connection from sucking dick in local prosecutor's office to have you jammed up. Because, people, that's what she did to me. Francyna is definitely topping somebody off in these DA's office. That's the only reason these men would want to put their job on the line is for pussy. I don't know why, because I've had the same box and it wasn't that good. People, I just want my peace. I want to be away from the woman who did not make me happy because she's a horrible person. And all I'm doing by exposing this information is exposing the true character of the person that I made the horrible mistake of thinking was a good person. People, I fucked up. I thought this woman was a good woman. She's not. She's a rotten piece of shit. And people, my mission to fight for my mother's legacy, to fight for my name, people, is to expose this girl for the lies that the racist district attorney of Staten Island, the unethical Uncle Toms like Pastor Brown and Bobby Digi helped this lying piece of shit, and everyone who shitted on my name, because people, I didn't do this. And so what you thought Francyna Evins was telling the truth. The people, the fact is now we know she's not. You can't ignore me. I'm not going anywhere. And until Staten Island clears the name of myself and my fucking mother, people, I'm not going to stop mashing on Victor Brown. I'm not going to stop playing these recordings, people. The lawsuits is not going to stop. The public speech against Michael McMahon in the district attorney's office is not going to stop, people, because that district attorney's office needs to be exposed. Oh, this is my lawyer, Tyrone, people. I have to go. So